making buddies with Gyro is always very, very strong, right? You can buff up the flag. You can also, like, Puck is another hero that can benefit from the bonus damage. Beastmaster, a hero that, I mean, his win rate is very low, but I still feel like this hero itself is quite strong. So to me, for Roar, it's a bit more about the early game. And also, like, you're playing into mid Sniper and carry Storm. It's not something you see all too often. Obviously, they have won their game so far. But I don't know if this is, like, super comfort for Yakult at the same time.
Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Raw versus Yakult, the best of 3. As, yeah, so both of these teams, what, 0-2 at the moment, right?
Yes, sir.
Wait, so if you lose this game, you're done?
Yeah, you gotta win.
Oh, you gotta win here.
It's time to win,
you
brothers.
gotta win. Yeah, that's the You don't want to go out 0-3.
No, that's quite sad.
Yeah, it's very sad, especially if you've not been able to win a single game. But as you said, wait, so Yakult, they did win a game, right? In one of the
They did win a game of Spirit, yes, I believe.
But Raw, they've
didn't.
not won a game yet.
Yeah, they got double O2'd as of now.
Let's have a look on the bounty runes. Oh my goodness, they just got 4 of them, Kezu.
What happened? That's not good.
Like,
also, Puck went to block creeps,
Oh,
Beast
no.
went to block creeps, and then you had Slardar, who just used Crush. Yeah, okay. That's
no,
not
I think
good.
he didn't even need to use Crush.
Wait, he didn't even use mana. Yeah,
He didn't even use Crush.
They got 4 runes. That's pretty good.
They just,
That's a good
just
start.
walked up and grabbed 4 runes.
And I think that they dewarded something as well, because I see Jakiro and Storm, they have a lot of base XP without any creep having died, so that's not great.
Wow. Let's see how these lanes go. So yeah, mid lane. How rough does it get for the Puck?
It gets pretty bad. I would say early you can still do okay, but like level 2 headshot, level 3 headshot, it starts getting quite annoying, which is maybe you can look with some of the supports to like make a difference. You know, maybe small panda on the Tusk can look for like some nice plays, because if this sniper is gonna have a good game, there aren't that many great heroes to deal with him later once he gets like 2-3 items and he's got like 2k HP.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sniper game. Until, yeah, pretty much until the Blink Daggers are online.
Yep.
That's going to take some time. So here, in the safe lane. So what sort of timings does the Storm Spirit play to? Like, is it pretty much an identical build to the mid-storm? You know, how do you imagine it plays out?
It's honestly not that much different. You're a very strong laner. You just want, I mean, later you want to be left alone a bit more than other carries to like get your 6. And I've seen the carry Storms, they play quite aggressive. Like when it comes through the, like, you can go to the gate and easily like end up at the enemy tier 1 or even TP to the offlane. So you like to farm, but if any opportunities open up, you're definitely very happy to take them.
Oh, Maboka. Oh. Pretty dead here.
Yep, that's good.
Yep, okay. Well, that's first blood for Ulu. Not quite sure what the plan was there from Baboka. I guess he was just sort of caught on the wrong side of them and had to run. Didn't get the chance to. Shards were at the ready from Small Panda.
Yeah, maybe he got owned on like the easy camp, wanted to try and block it, or maybe lingered too long, didn't see Tuskers level 2. But I mean, that's definitely something you need. You give up 4 bounty runes, you need any gold injection you can get your way.
See, so far on the first waves of CS, it's looking pretty brutal, actually. Across the board, you know, all 3 cores of Yakult having quite the better time.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Sniper mid versus Puck. You're happy.
Yep.
Top lane, Slardar versus Tusk, Gyro. It's a fine lane, but they're like kind of low damage. They don't pressure you that much, which means you can just out-CS them. So you got a Lotus fight in the bottom lane. Looks like Roar will win that one. For now.
They're getting first pretty low here. JT and Chloe potentially in trouble. That's going to be JT going down. They'll at least get Fly in return, but Tian Ming, he comes out on top, as that's both of the offlane duo dead on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, Storm deals so, like, if you fight a Storm, like, head-on at this stage, it's so much damage. Level 2 Remnant, Overload, Jakiro as well, like, there's endless magic damage coming your way.
Top lane. Ulu and Small Panda starting to get a bit better control of the lane. Not too bad right now for the Gyro on these first few waves. And mid lane, the butterfly effect, he's doing fine. He's just a few CS behind that of Emo, not falling too far behind as the puck at the moment. Rotation come in. Small Panda hasn't quite got mana to set up onto Baboka. Baboka will be fine. Let's see if they can maybe turning the kill against Small Panda. Butterfly effect do anything to help him? No, he can't. So they'll be able to pick that one up there. You know, Small Panda came over to try and help out, but he didn't have any sort of mana to make any sort of move.
Well, I mean, if they did have a little bit more, they definitely would have gotten a kill, but instead you get turn killed by the sniper who's already winning his lane. So that's not great. And the Seal putting a lot of pressure here onto Ulu.
He can chase him down. He's going to have Crush again in a second. The TP's coming in and Seal doesn't want to push it too far. Well, maybe now with the sleep set up. No, I think they're good. Crush here onto the two of them and Ulu. Still can finish him off. Oh, great charge there from Small Panda. Stops the chase from Zeal and allows them to get the clean up there on that top lane. Hey, Raw.
You cannot underestimate Drinking Buddies on Gyro this early. You basically get like double damage. Like this hero has like 58 base damage, Drinking Buddies plus 50. Suddenly like every hit counts as like 2. So yeah, definitely a bit of an overplay. So Roar getting a lot of good stuff out of this top lane. First the first blood, now a double kill.
Yeah, really not doing too bad at all. Still obviously not as good as that as Fly down bottom. Fly getting insane amounts of farm here as the safe lane Storm. Top CS by quite a bit here in this early game.
And that is probably also a lot of boars, because it's not easy to have 38 CS at this point. There's probably like 4 plus minus boars in there as well. So a lot of XP his way as well.
6-minute power it. We go the way of Yakult. Baboka getting his hands on the rune. Unlikely to be able to do too much about this. I mean, butterfly effect. Yeah, won't be jumping forward. Stays at a safe distance. Both mids now having the 6s online. And down bottom, Fly very close to having his 6 online as well. Even though he's in the side lane. So good XP on the Storm.
And you don't enjoy this matchup. Like if you play offlane Bees into mid Storm, you don't like it because heroes that can just bypass your summons as they're doing on JT. Should just be a poke.
Oh, look, JT. He's going to have further backup coming in. TP's on the way from Butterfly Effect. Difficult to set up some action, though. I mean, at the least he can be here to ensure that they can't try and steal the 7-minute wisdom. Yeah, they'll hold back.
It, but it's a bit annoying, because in the mid lane, if you're emo, you're saying, yo guys, I'm freely hitting this tier 1. There's no puck. Everyone chill on the bottom side. Because this is also one of Sniper's strengths. Like, he will slowly chip down this tower. Because he will always outrange it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All in all, though, pretty close overall on the gold. It's just the fact that Ulu's having a pretty nice start top. He's going to be set to hit those crucial timings as the Gyro, where he will be ready to turn up to the mid-game fight. Not getting really slowed down at all.
Yeah, they definitely need him to have a good game. I like that Yakult are getting a lot of stacks going. Like here, we just saw Fly kill a double. You have Emo that's now in the triangle, so he gets more gold, more XP. At the same time, Baboka gets to take mid lane. Zeal.
Yep. In the shards, they've got the cooldown coming in, but Zeal is able to dodge it. Still though, snowballs there. And they chase him down. He can have another crush and keep his distance, and Zeal should be fine. I don't know if they won't spend any more time chasing him. Oh, they will actually. Goes for the TP. Oh my goodness, he gets out.
Okay, it looked like he was maybe a little late on the. That was a crazy TP. I thought maybe he wouldn't make it.
That was.
Well, if one of the cooldowns hit, then he would have died. Either way, you still get to push the Slaughter out of the lane, so it's a small W. The only problem is you have lost your puck in the mid lane.
You have, yeah. At the same time, Emo with the backup of the sports were able to make the play, take him down, and continue to have quite a lead here in this mid matchup.
This is so annoying. If you play Beast and they can play so aggressive to just continuously like go into your triangle. Like Sniper is very good at connecting, right? He walks like 5 seconds and he's immediately in range for like a shrapnel and ult. Storm as well. So it's not an easy early game here for JT on the Beastmaster.
Good stacks here being made by BeBoka. Trying to get some stacks themselves on their side, but yeah, not actually working out. So yeah, far more farm at the ready here on the side of Yakult Brothers. And Emo's going to start working his way through it here with the shrapnels.
Just means that BeBoka will have a pretty nice timing on his level 6, of course, which is great. Seen this a lot from, of course, the top teams. This is how you get your higher levels on the supports. Get those stacks going, allow them to take a lane or to leech with you.
Emo's going to be pretty huge here. And again, just, you know, Fly is getting insane farm here in the safe lane.
Yeah.
Perfect start here as the carry Storm.
It's very hard to contest him. You can kill him, but you need him to get coiled. Like Coil with Gyro, those are kind of your strongest heroes to connect. I like this current smoke that we are going for, of the Gyro Tusk connecting towards the puck.
Oh, they're going to drop the coil for BeBoka. He's going to be able to get away from the cooldown, but will still die here as they close in. So they'll get the Bane, but you know, it's just a small kill. No core to fall.
It was a good play by BeBoka, snapped the coil with his Nightmare, but of course then there was the cooldown also, so I don't think they're too sad about this on your Colt. You only lose your Bane, who was in a very nice position, JT.
Oh, they're going to go for him. They've got the Macropire down. JT down with the Roar. Actually, yeah, he's going to be able to walk out. Backup comes in, bringing 4 heroes down here to try and fight back. Fly will get out of there, but Tianming will be left behind. So reactions from Roar do allow them to get another support kill and keep their offlane safe.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, they will eventually. You do always lose your mid tower to Sniper unless you have a lot of threat on him. Okay, he has a lot of 6 charges.
5 might just be dead. Yeah, Emo can sort of stand his ground a little bit there, takes down the Shadow Demon, and will ensure the Butterfly effect cannot stick around and try and finish off the job. Rotation came through the Twin Gate. They make the play here, catch Ulu off guard top. So whilst they weren't able to kill the Beast bottom, they're able to get something a bit bigger, taking out the carry Gyro.
Yeah, just a nice follow-up play. They were like, okay, if Roar stick with a lot of heroes bottom, we don't really want to sit in our tier 1. Instead, double gate usage, and they killed the enemy carry.
Snowball in onto BeBoka. Alpha's going to be able to help out, though. And they don't have the damage to kill BeBoka off. TP's coming in. They've got to start backing away here. Emo's turned up. Traveling into the tree line. Small Panda's gone. Pretty ambitious move there, trying to go for BeBoka. You know, this Bane's got a decent amount of HP. They didn't even come close to threatening him.
Definitely, and now you got to be careful again. You die top, you TP back to the lane. Looks like this time around Ulu will wisely back off.
Top tier 1's gone. See him. Should be able to push this down. And Clove's heading up here. We'll get some vision now. Yes, they're TPing in. They want to try and do something here, but the tower already gone. We'll get the grab onto Clove here, BeBoka, but back up inbound for Roar. They surround the Bane, but already BeBoka's been able to sort of help kill off Clove. They will lose BeBoka, but Macropire lined up very nicely by Tianming. A snowball's coming in. As soon as they come out of it, the Crush is waiting from Zeal. They take out Ulu, and they're ready to try and chase on for more. If it gets Assassinate, can it be enough to close the gap for Zeal? It is. The sprints back up. 3 kills to be picked up by Yakult, starting to really take over this early game now. 5k lead.
Yeah, I mean, Yakult's heroes are so strong at skirmishing this early on. Like, look at all of them. If you're playing any of them, you want these early fights. You've got the Slardar, Storm, Sniper with the max shrapnel. You've got Jakiro as well. So, Roar, they need to put a little bit more thought into how they actually want to take those engagements. Because also, like, in that fight, he didn't Drinking Buddies his Gyro. He Drinking Buddied the SD, which, of course, it doesn't really do that much. I think he tried to save him, but if you want to go for the aggressive, you really need all your tools available.
And in the mid, quick jump here with the Crush, the Ice Part to follow up the completely locked down Butterfly effect.
This is a quick massacre of this map right now. This is a 6k lead. They're now also going to invade the triangle and maybe even the Wisdom Shrine. I think they could push forward if they find, you know, the way together.
Boca's got the grip at the ready again. Maybe they'll step up. I mean, Raw, do they want to do anything about this, or do they have to just let this Wisdom go? It feels kind of scary.
I don't know if they can fight this. Let's see if they decide to do it, but this is a tough fight.
Have a look. They're looking towards Baboka, but Baboka is already able to get the grip on the Macropie coming down as well. On towards JT, Fly jumps forward, focusing the Beastmaster. JT will get the roar off, but he's so
That's
low.
a good snowball.
He should be able to get out of this. Butterfly effect has to jump away. They've managed to close the gap and kill off Emo, but in the trees, JT will be found by Fly. Fly's still got a little bit of mana to play with. He'll go for the zip TP, will make it out. But indeed, as it is, they are able to bring together the team and look to hold the defense and sort of push them back.
Oh, that was big. Small Panda and Ulu, they did a lot of that. They just snowballed like beeline all the way on the back on top of like the sniper Jakiro with a call down and everything. So that was great. I mean, if there's one good target, it's absolutely Emo on the sniper.
Now, of course, even though they're able to take the fight, they weren't able to stop Yakult from taking their Shrine of Wisdom. Yakult still having... Oh, no. Did someone take their own?
I don't know yet if they did, actually.
No, it's still there, right? It's just the vision. I was going to say, it looks like it's not there on the fog, but I think their own's still there, right? Only one of the Shrine of Wisdoms was taken. Yeah, it's still there, yeah. So
Maybe
they've still got their own to pick.
For, like, sub. But yeah, gonna go for the Glimmer onto Baboka. Of course, quite good in this game unless you try to use it on the guy that is SD ulted, as it will, of course, be purged right away. Small Panda.
They're looking for the setup here. Ming could be in trouble. I mean, Fly can try and fight back, but yeah, he's on his own now. So Fly, no further play to be had here. As he'll head up towards the top side of the map, look to join the rest of the team. Maybe they can look to get aggressive onto JT.
It's definitely good if they can play aggressive here, not just to maybe get a kill, but also for the Roche. JT's looking for his own move.
He is. Gonna drop the Raw onto Baboka. Backup coming in. Sense of disruption comes into play, but JT will die as soon as he comes out of the bubble.
That's a little bit of a crazy play. I mean, it is JT after all. You know, the guy goes for high risk, high reward plays. This one, of course, didn't turn out quite that good. Because if you're Yakult, you want to play in this area. It's a Tormentor in a couple minutes. It's nighttime, which means the Roshan is up top. You have Slardar, you have Sniper. Very easy for you to go towards that area later.
Ulu very close to having the Chrysalis on top of the Aghanims. So we'll still be able to pack quite the punch when he turns up to the team fight. But of the two cores, Butterfly Effect and JT are falling further and further behind in this game. So they've got to be careful when it comes to turning up these team fights, as we've seen that Yakult do bring the stronger brawl right now. And especially if Emo doesn't get jumped. Yeah, Emo has got the Maelstrom. He's going to have his next neutral item on top of the Dragon Lance. We'll see what he goes next. Do you think he just finishes off the Hurricane Pike, or do you have to go super defensive on the Sniper? Do you have to buy a BKB because of this sort of jump?
I think both is fine. I wouldn't mind the Pike, honestly. I mean, BKB is fine too. I feel like those are like your two kind of normal options. If you really feel like your team can just sit in front of you all the time, maybe you just go Mjolnir for like...
Down JT. Yeah. Indeed, he's gone. Tries to use the Raw to save himself. Also, Clove trying to offer up a defensive disruption, but there's no keeping JT alive. And now Zeal not quite able to find an angle to get in on towards Clove. So Clove will survive and push now to start to come in towards the tier 2 top.
Clove is still around, but I'm not sure you can do too much here. At least if Yakult aren't going to hit this one. Perhaps they want to look for the Roche themselves. At least it would be kind of nice. But it's definitely better for them to force a fight at the Roche area as opposed to this tier 2.
No, doesn't look like it's going to happen. They'll TP Tianming down towards the bottom. What's to do with the push going on there? I mean, all in all, for Raw at this point, what do you think the game plan is going to be? Is it going to be to look to a smoke soon, or do they kind of have this BKB online for the gyro before they do try and go for the team fight?
I don't mind if they wait like a little bit for Gyro to finish one of his items, like either the Crystalist or the BKB. I think you could go BKB here just because the Tusk gives you so much damage with the Solar Crest that's coming and the Drinking Buddies that you can just buy like the BKBs, which will allow you to hit to then take the fight. But they shouldn't wait much longer than that, as Clove gonna feed a Galvanized to Fly here.
Cleaning up the sports very easily. And yeah, Fly having an excellent game here with this Safe Lane Storm. You know, just going to show, I guess, we saw from the stats, you don't want to play this hero mid, apparently. You know, I'm being converted to being a fan now of the carry Storm. It's looking good. It's won both games, essentially, if they do manage to close as well. Of course, still early days. You might let this one step away from him, but as for now, still continues to look good. They get the jump onto JT, get the roar onto Zeal, but won't be able to stop Fly from killing him.
And all the summons to boot as well. That a Galvanized stack for Fly. I believe this is the same build I saw last time. This the Kaya Yasha into the BKB into Parasma on the Storm as Baboka. Trying to hunt.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Will be the Pike on the Sniper and the BKB on the Gyro. So a lot of the cores honestly are quite happy now in this game, which usually is then about the time where teams might actually end up clashing each other. Because it's like, okay, I want to wait for this, but now most of them have what they want, apart from JT, who is, this might be the saddest Beastmaster I have seen in a long time.
It's rough, yeah. He's having a tough time there, JT.
Emo.
Set up on him, and he's definitely dead.
Yep.
Based, you know, as he was safe for the rest of the team to be able to get away with taking down the Tormentor. But yeah, big kill for them to find. We'll see if they can do it. They should be able to at least get the tier 1 mid on top of that.
Absolutely, just a good move. Like you don't want to contest the Tormentor, but you know the enemy team will have some heroes there, so you just use this time to try and catch someone somewhere else. Whereas Roar looks like they might want to aggress the Roche.
Ooh, okay.
Immediate scan though.
It has been hit by a scan, but they're pretty far away from this one, Yakult. Raw might just get away with this. As yeah, Roshan's falling pretty quickly.
This would be illegal if they get, and they might get away with it.
I mean, they're getting this. They're absolutely getting this. There we go. Ulu's got an Aegis.
That's crazy. That's the best play of the game so far from Roar, for sure. I will say that's a massive oversight from Yakult. Like, you have Slardar, Sniper, you're stronger, but hey, man, if you're Roar, you're gladly taking this one.
Oh, you really are. No, that's big stuff there for them that might give them the edge in a subsequent team fight. And a team fight that might be coming soon because the smoke's up from Yakult. They're looking to try and tackle them head on.
Roar have decent positioning and are now smoking themselves.
Oh, that's the Jiro. Should be enough to allow the rest of Yakult to get out at least. So yeah, now Raw's time. See what they can get done on the map around the Gyro, having the Aegis. Clove going for some pretty aggressive setup here. The rest of the team not too close, but now they'll turn up. Clove getting gone upon. He will die. They had to commit pretty deep for that. Fly had to play with BKB. They've got just enough mana to break out of the shard, so will live. Just end up being the support kill that they find. And this too, though, it's going to get pressured.
Yeah. That's pretty good from Roar. Like, you trade your SD for the fresh BKB on Storm and all his mana. You get the tier 2 here. Looks like Yakult are looking for something.
And Raw really getting their hold back on this game. As I said, we've seen this before. Yakult, they can kind of come in with these explosive beginnings to games, but sometimes they sort of let it slip away from them in the mid game. And it might happen again here because, yeah, Raw looking to really take any sort of momentum that Yakult had away from him.
That's a massive zip.
I'll get JT.
We'll find JT.
Again, and he'll get the Raw off, doesn't matter. JT, he continues to suffer. But, you know, somehow, some way, around the, Ulu Gyro, the rest of the lineup, they're getting the job done.
Oh, new smoke.
This is Zeal TPing over. Ulu will drop the cooldown. Close the gap in onto Ulu. Zeal pots the BKB, but they've got the punch up, and Ulu's bringing in the damage. They are able to just kill off Zeal through the BKB. He's dead.
Will assassinate. But yeah, again, it's you're trading the SD. This time it's not just for a BKB, but it's the 9-second BKB on the Slaughter and his life also. So yeah, like you were saying, you know, Roar, they're holding on pretty well. I think Ulu on his gyro definitely doing, you know, he's lifting big time. Small Panda on the Tusk continuously buffing him up. So making it look very competitive here.
Yeah, super impressive stuff here from Ulu on the carry. Yakult. Be careful about the next few moves. One more wrong play from them, and they'll start be playing from behind. Instead of on Fly, he's going to immediately pop the BKB, try and turn towards Small Panda, but Small Panda's got the snowball to buy a little bit of safety. Punch up as well on a Fly. Fly trying to zip forward to try and finish up the kill, but Small Panda, he's on the run. He's going to get away, and now Fly's got to be careful. Going to use his last bit of mana to get away as he was so low on the HP. And they don't get away with trying for the kill. They can't kill the Tusk. They have to just bail and run. They didn't have the firepower to kill him off in time.
Yeah, it's some good saves. Pop the Disseminate on the Tusk, buff up his HP. He snowball saves himself a bit as well to get some more space and time.
Yep.
And this does give space to JT, which is much needed. I mean, once you have the Ags and the Blink combo, which he's very close to, he's definitely going to find some impact again. So, I mean, it's not the build we see all that often nowadays, right? On the Beastmasters, it usually is all around the summons with the aura. So he's doing a bit of a different style, which I don't blame him. Playing summons into Storm, Sniper, Slardar is it's quite difficult.
Because do you think this was sort of the plan all along, or is this just sort of also down to the fact that he's having a slow start to the game?
It was probably his plan all along. I think otherwise he would have likely just taken the other facet also with the beast mode.
That's true. Yeah.
To fully play on the summons. But yeah, I'm very surprised that Roar were able to like kind of claw their way back into this game, right? It's about even net worth. Sure, Radiant still have like a very good sniper draft and the Slaughter and a very high net worth Storm, but you know, Roar in a very good position.
They really are.
Into Bobokes.
Yeah, getting away with these plays. They're very close to having the full Shiva's Guard done on Butterfly effect. And yeah, Ulu, just an absolute beast on this gyro. The Satanic's nearly done. And we've seen already, you know, Yakult, they're struggling to kill the support. Trying to kill the gyro with the Satanic is not going to be easy. With the jump on towards Small Panda this time round, two of the claws closing in, there won't be any chance for Small Panda to play his way out of that. But yeah, killing this gyro is not going to be easy.
Yeah, definitely not. And even if you do get on him in some capacity, there's a disruption behind him and a snowball save. So maybe he isn't even the first, like the best target to begin with. You probably have to respect the supports.
Now there's creeps there by the tower. We'll give him the goal for the Satanic. They're going to try and lead in onto him. He has got BKB ready to press, and he'll pop it. I'm sure they'll find Clove in the trees instead, so they'll still get something with that. And you know, knowing that they forced the BKB out of Ulu can give them the information needed to know that there's a chance they could stick around to finish the tier 2. Looks like they still want to try and hold this here. TP's coming in from Small Panda on the Tusk. And Yakult are going to remain a bit hesitant on trying to push on for this.
At least I definitely liked how they engaged there. Like the first touch with the Storm on the gyro, but just to make sure, you know, to get the SD out of position and then immediately swap targets. Zeal jumps on top of the SD, Fly zips over as well. Who is he's currently godlike on the Storm here, so definitely having a great game himself.
I guess it's, you know, obviously we don't see a huge amount of carry Storm, but how does a carry Storm scale compared to a gyro? Oh, did.
They got the punch.
He tried for the BKB TP out, but indeed Small Panda comes in with a Walrus punch. Zeal, BKB comes from them, but Boka's trying to bail him out with a defensive nightmare. It should be enough. Zeal will survive still, despite his TP getting cancelled.
Like to go to the Storm versus Sniper, like Storm versus Gyro. I mean, Storm's strength is more that he can kill like kind of everyone else. I think it's not that easy to kill the Gyro unless he's alone. But Storm scales quite well. Like his shard and his agonyms in like the late game, especially with like some of these right-click items. Like this inventory already looks scary. Like
Sure.
the Yashakaya, Parasma, BKB. Like Storm Carry is definitely no joke. Oh, that's TP cancelled.
Okay. Well, Carlos as well. Let's let the BKB ready to press the impact. Lifelike.
That's a kill.
He indeed wants to get something out of this, and he will. He'll be able to take out Small Panda before opting to back out. Same time, the rest of his team, they're making MOUZ stop. Jumps there from Seal. In onto KT. Lover's here with the backup, ready with a defensive disruption, and Ulu is around, so they do have to be a bit cautious about how to push into Gyro with how strong Ulu is. Say that though, Emo's getting some decent damage off from a distance. At the same time, Firefly was able to get back in, kill off Butterfly effect. They get the jump in onto Ulu. Ice Path to follow up. It had to put the BKB in the Satanic, but he's so low. Uh-oh. Well, this game's back on the table here for Yakult after a series of blunders there from Raw.
The Fly, he's just the GOAT on Storm or what? How, like he killed the puck off screen. He had no BKB available. He had to use it earlier.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Well, now they're going to be up and hitting the base. All right,
Yeah,
there's no telling of what way this game's going to go.
No, absolutely not.
Look at this. We'll see on the replay what went down. So obviously we caught this initial bit, but him killing killing the puck after.
Because yeah, like here it's like he's super low HP. He
Yeah.
has no BKB left because he used all of this to kill this guy.
Sure.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Like he has no mana, nothing.
But so how did the puck die?
I don't know. I guess
I'm watching the
Fly-Fly-
mini-map on this replay. Okay, so Puck, chasing. Puck plays
He went
very
on him.
aggressively, gets in on top of him. But yeah, just loses the fight. Yeah, they're just on top of one another, and the Storm's just bursting him down with the remnants. So,
It's just Fly is just a GOAT.
and as we see there on the main
This is
screen,
why, ladies and gentlemen,
Ooh.
carry Storm. Come into your pubs.
yeah, that's a pretty crazy thing. I think Fly himself's a bit surprised he found that when he's like, all right, yeah, just a bit of a slip up from the Puck.
Oh, now the Storm's way ahead on the net worth chart.
Oh yeah, that's quite the solo kill to find.
Yeah, he was when this play started. I think when he took the Wisdom Stride, he was level 20.
Oh, look at that. We've got it. Look, we've got the tech
we
here.
have
So
the
this
tech.
is what went down. So look, he's so low. But indeed, you're just talking about like just the crazy amount of right click. The fact that Vortex was there just in time to lock down the puck in the final moments. Yeah, you've got to be careful. This Parasma Storm, he hits hard.
He does. Like, and maybe he thought he's like super low on mana and everything, but
Yeah.
Yashakaya with like what 20 plus galvanized charges, like his mana regen it's not a joke. It's 38.
Well, we saw Raw get themselves out of a bit of a tough spot considering the early lead that Yakult got against them. Let's see if they can get themselves out of this even tougher spot now. As they're back down about 9 to 10k behind that of Yakult.
If
Raw.
this game has shown me anything, it's that anything is possible.
Yeah. Here we go.
10k lead, small.
Radiant's top tower.
Look at the jump.
Oh, the Lincolns.
And it's going to be there with the BKB as well. Fly. He's perfectly fine.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I thought the roar actually went into the Lincolns, but it didn't. So I guess it went something else, and then the zip just disjointed the roar. So close try. Did get the BKB out of him though. So again, so small W. Can maybe use this for something else later.
Radiant's top tower is
There we go. Still wanting to get in onto Yakult's side of the map. Raw. What can they find? Nope. They'll find the Dragon. They'll find the Kira. Love to
And
use the
he's
Raw
dead
for that.
50, and Roche is up.
I mean, this was sort of the beginning of them taking back the early game when they were able to just
Yeah.
sneak a Roshan. Maybe the same thing's going to happen again here. So something about they get a little bit behind, then they're able to sneak a Roshan, and then things start to get better again for them because they're
I'm
getting
so
away with it.
surprised. They're not even walking over and like pressing a shrapnel and then like maybe storm zips or like they use some BKBs to try to steal it because
That's rough.
Roar's on cooldown. which means, you know, you could try and do something. But yeah, Roar again, they find a nice play. I feel like they're playing the right areas, even though they're down 10,000 gold. You know, they take over the Radiant jungle, they get a kill, and they're like, oh, I guess nobody's home. Free Roche.
Yeah, both times. They're all behind on the net worth, but they're getting the chance to get these Roche shots. They get the grip onto Butterfly effect. He's very dead, not able to come in with any sort of save, and now maybe looks to turn for more. Flyfly's gonna have to link and stop. He get caught by the punch up. And of course, that's the BKB ready to rely on, and he'll be able to stand his ground, take down Small Panda. Now he's going to try and look for more. Zips over towards Clove. Triple kill for Flyfly. Now looking over to JT. They get the ultra kill. He's very low on the mana, though, Flyfly. So has to be careful about trying to deal with Ulu. Ulu's going to go for the BKB TP. Will allow him to get out of there. But a nice hold of the team fight. Flyfly proving to be a little too much there for Raw to run into.
Yeah, this Storm is so strong, especially now he's got the Shard plus the 25 talent. This is like a crazy timing. The overload bouncing, his damage output with the corrosive haste is like out of this world.
He's ready to go in.
Yeah, just look at this. He's just like hitting them twice and just killing 2 subs with like just some overload charges.
Fortification comes out from Raw. Yakult in onto the high ground. Who's going to step forward here? He's got Small Panda ready to back him up, but these racks are falling. That's the melee gone. Oh, Small Panda!
Whoa! What is that?
Well,
he wanted to punch somebody.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go for it. He really did go for it there, Small Panda. But honestly, even if he was able to get the punch, I don't know if that goes any better.
He was dying, for sure. He just felt it, you know? Can't blame a brother for going for the play. Did look hilarious, though.
Now ready to go down the mid lane, likely.
They don't need the Aegis Owen. Why kill Roche?
That's what it is. Yeah, they don't care. Yakult's like, whatever.
We don't care. All right, Ulu, I think it's happening again, Owen. We're getting to Rapier territory. It's gonna be time to chop.
He might make it there. I mean, at the moment, yeah, not queuing it up, but you'd want to see it. Flyfly. He's just going to start sort of making this play on his own against the majority of the team on Raw. He's not afraid of anything, Flyfly. Will be able to kill off Clove. You've got Zeal coming in from the side as well. I'll jump back in onto Zeal, but Zeal's got the BKB at the ready. Have to be careful here, Raw. Slowly back off.
Someone needs to break this stupid Lincolns on the Storm, because JT cannot roar him, and without roar you're not killing the Storm until your puck is 25. So that's definitely one win condition they kind of need to talk about or make happen. Like whether you blink Snowball and like break the Lincolns to then get the roar off, like something needs to happen, because this 29,000 top net for Storm, he's going a little bit too crazy.
Raw, just 1 minute left to play with the Aegis. So not looking like they're really going to be able to achieve too much with it. Yakult.
Looks like JT, he's had enough. He's queuing up a 4-staff. About the cheapest way to break the Lincolns himself.
Also potential to enable the Dream Coil setup. Get that guaranteed snap on it. So Yakult, ready to split back up on the map. 2 seconds left on Flyfly's amplified damage. He might find someone top here. He's ready to go. Oh, and he's going to get the Hex on the Ulu. Ulu was trying to go for the TP out, but the Hex was there straight away. Aegis still there for 10 more seconds. Flyfly, does he want to try and chase and bully him?
Coming.
Ulu, of course, he's going to have BKB and Satanic at the ready. They might just be able to jump this if they get vision. Baboka, not going to quite see him. Ulu going into the trees. Oh, he's going to see him now, Baboka. He's going to open with the grip, but the missile was already laid down. So Baboka does die, but time's been bought for Steel and Flyfly to get him with the jump, and they just burst through.
Oh, nice.
Before he can get a peek, get Bureau Satanic off. He's dead. 80 seconds, no buyback, and it's over.
GG.
They'll just tap out. All right, well, that's been a funny game, but, you know, one where Yakult's having the last laugh. They don't need no Roach.
No, it's true. I mean, even when they were giving up the Roach, or at
Yeah.
least the second one, I saw Zeal on the camera. He's just kind of having a giggle. You know, I don't know what it's really about. Would love to hear about it, but yeah, they don't need it. You know, just some of the fights, they're just too strong. Flyfly on the Storm.
Yeah, look at that. Carry Storm,
That was,
21-1 on the KDA.
That was quite...
Emo, Dota Plus, max level on his Invoker. This guy is, yeah, he's ready to go. He's ready to bring the Invoker out.
It's, I mean, his Invoker is legendary, has been legendary for years, and he's got a lot of setup in his side lanes, as we talked about. Ember in the mid lane as well. It's, I mean, Ember will have his game, but you don't really stop the Invoker by any means. So we'll definitely have to see what Emo can do in this game, because his pick against the Gyro, it's very strong. Against Gyro is in the middle of the fight, he's very slow, so he definitely hates all these spellcasting heroes.
Ready with the smoke play here, but high ground is favored for
30
Raw.
seconds to battle.
So Yakult aren't going to be walking into this though.
They have a very aggressive ward. This is a very funky play, and I love
Right,
it.
Fly. Should be pretty dead here. This will be the first blood. Can they give it to Butterfly Effect? They're not going to be able to. Clove gets it, but they'll still be happy. First blood here for Raw.
Oh, good play. We like those. Doesn't matter who gets it, at least as long as someone is getting the gold injection. Should help them, of course, in the laning stage. 3 bounties for Yakult, as the opposed of 4 in the last game. So it's a better start.
And this time around, do you imagine, are they going to be able to put more pressure onto Flyfly in the early stages of the game? Because he had a pretty free lane in that game one.
Probably a little bit, just because Axe, I would say, is like a stronger laner as opposed to the Beastmaster. But the same problem I see is that Jakiro plus 5 is just so damn strong. I also like that Flyfly. He's level 2 of the first wave, which means they gave him full solo experience. Like Storm level 2 is a very big spike from just level 1. Like just having the Remnant with the Overload, big difference.
Yeah, I mean, with the way he, probably be different this time around because he's not going to get the chance to like kind of kill off boars and such. But he got enough XP out of that lane in that last game that he was sort of hitting 6 at similar time as the mids were.
Yeah, that was a bit
He was hitting
crazy.
that much.
It should be slower in this game.
Yeah.
Right, like I assume that the lane can pressure a bit more, which then forces the Jakiro to like be more around. And like you said, there should be less experience from like, there's no hawks or like random boards that are being fed your way.
Got him. Getting in onto Small Panda, they'll get him.
Yeah, not the most protection, right? If you're a Gyro and they go on your support, you're level 1 with Flag Cannon, you're just kind of looking at them.
And that could get rough, right? Because in the laning stage, there's a disruptor. If you start falling behind in the lane, you just can't really use the strength of the hero to make aggressive plays with Glimpse.
Yeah, and remember that play was without Sunstrike, because in future plays, that can be there.
Dire's turret has been sealed.
Top lane, trades continuing. I mean, early days, CS. The biggest difference at the moment being that in the mid, Butterfly Effect getting quite the lead against Emo's Invoker. See bottom, trying to go for Baboka. The crush holds them back, but the flak's still there, so I'll strike back here in the safe lane, Raw.
Yeah, very good. They do it again. Very nice kills if they can get them. But yeah, in the mid lane, Butterfly Effect on this Ember, definitely putting up a show here. Doubling the CS of Emo. I mean, of course, the Invoker is a very weak laner, especially early on. This hero is never picked to win its lane. If he gets through the laning stage, he's happy. If he gets any Sunstrike kills, then that's great.
For that potential set up top. They're going in onto JT. The Vortex working out a little unfortunately against them there as it kind of pulls him out of the Sunstrike. So not quite able to coordinate that successfully, and they end up losing Tianming as JT and Clover are able to strike back.
Yeah, really nice kill from them. Like both the Battle Hunger and the Disseminate is very annoying to lane into. Like in these small skirmishes, it's so much chip damage. Still forced a bit on Flyfly in the tower.
Yeah, how they doing regen? They've still got a few tangos left here for Flyfly, so we'll be able to stick around. We're definitely seeing a bit more pressure being put onto him than they were able to do so last game here, Raw. Sunstrike coming in and bam! Emo able to get the finishing blow there to Small Panda.
Yeah, that's big. He also got the last hit, which, I mean, a hero that's losing its lane, if you can get some bonus gold or XP your way, of course, that's absolutely amazing for you.
CS here for Ulu. Similar to that as Flyfly's getting on the other side, so close start. Continuing between the carries. Top lane, Flyfly in trouble. They'll get him.
Yeah, I really like what they're doing up here. This lane is very strong. I've seen it a few times. So he just popped the Battle Hunger that disseminated super hard for Flyfly to stand his ground this time. Especially with their early itemization that Axes go for. Lots of armor, lots of regen. So the laning stage for Roar, it's
good.
Going very well. Like this mid and top lane, super strong.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, considering in game one how I think at this point pretty much all three of Yakult's cores were having the better time. Not the case here in this game too. Raw off to a much better start.
Another kill.
Zeal, he just has to crush and run. Not able to do anything in return. They lose Baboka on that bottom lane. And Zeal himself has to be a bit careful. So he's going to get bullied back under the tier 1.
Clove in the mid
Trying
lane
for the glimpse. Won't be able to get it. Indeed, over on the mid, Emo. He's going to get taken down here by the long-range damage from both of them.
That's very nice.
Comes into play, and Butterfly Effect's going to be able to reset top lane. They're bringing the numbers to try and bully JT whilst he's on his own, and we'll allow them to at least get the kill there. But all in all, Raw finding more of these favorable trades in this early game.
Good plays from both the post 4s, which is why if you're a post 4 player, you just gotta keep your eyes open where you can go. Clove moves into the mid, Baboka finds the move into the safe lane. Very crucial here for both sides to try and stabilize the game.
Seeing around the mid.
It's a good move. Short clip.
It's enough to get him in range for the slide chains from Butterfly Effect. Very quickly coming out. That's Emo dead.
Very nice map movement. Like also like I see Ulu, he's very passive in the bottom side. He's like sticking to his tower, trying to pull and stack his easy camps to like just enable his team to make this 3-man move mid, which is amazing. Like into this Invoker with the Siege Wave. Let's see if Ulu can stay safe enough.
Sleep setup. He's starting to come in. And the defensive disruption will keep him safe as well from the Sunstrike. And that will allow Ulu to stay alive, turn with the flat cannon, and take down Baboka. Ulu survives here with the clutch backup of Clove. And in fact, Clove and Small Panda, they're looking for more. They'll get the vision for the glimpse back onto the Slardar. Zeal caught in the kinetic field. Ulu's going to try and step up, but gets caught in the crush of the bash. Doesn't matter, he has 1 charges at the ready. Zeal will fall. Now Tianming caught in the trees. The cleanup continuing here from Raw in this early game.
But they are destroying. The good thing for Yakult though is that Flyfly, he stole the Wisdom Shrine. So that's a big one because you're down 4k gold, but at least you get the XP your way, which you desperately need in this early game.
I mean, they might be ready to get more down here. Butterfly Effect's coming in with the wraparound. He's got the chains onto Baboka. They're going to be able to get another hit. If these kills continue. Ulu already 2-0-4 getting involved in a lot of early action as the Gyro.
Oh, they're making Yakult look like fools in this early game. Clove on this SD with a lot of moves, right? Like getting kills in the top lane, going mid, now TPing bottom. Super, super nice early game.
Good damage onto the tier 1 here as well, down bottom. Definitely. Even though they got what the wisdoms, the fact that support levels aren't hot at all for Yakult. You know, they got what both of the wisdoms, they're the ones still that have like a level 4 Bane.
Yeah.
Whereas on Raw side, the level 5 already on the Disruptor, they've still got that lead overall on XP.
Well, the Boca. Good position, sees him of course. Being the Bane. But yeah, imagine how poorly they'd be doing if they had gotten only one shrine.
Yeah.
There's some stacks just being farmed here by Roar. We have 11 kills in 8 minutes. We have a 4K lead, might even be close to 5K.
Oh, JT!
Where, without the Rabble Rouser in the game. Oh, come on, JT.
I mean, he was close. He was hoping to get another spin-off. But yeah, it didn't come out in time. Didn't take enough hits.
They added a spin counter. You know when it's going to spin, JT.
Well, for sure, right? Yeah, but he
the
just
angry
felt
golem.
that next hit was going to be enough to sort of get it off. But he's dead. Meanwhile, down bottom, they're going in aggressive again. Zeal taken out. Was going to see Fly try and fight back, but the defensive disruption comes into play. And he can just continue to push on. Tianming's dead. Boca's dead as well. It's getting messy.
Oh, hi. That was a good stop to the sleep, because I think Ula was going to the high ground there. Instead, like, trolling around, just perma-taking the sleep. But Roar, well, if you're Yakult, you've got to stop whatever is happening, because this is not good.
Yeah, they're getting crushed. These movements coming out from Butterfly Effect, he's everywhere. 304, Ulu, 207. Now, they're both popping off right now, and they don't have the answers at this point in the game, Yakult. They need to try and find a way to slow this down, especially when you've got, obviously, Emo on the mid-invoker. He wants to get this Midas. You know, it's going to be a long time before they're really sort of fit to fight back.
Yeah, because they've made definitely a couple of mistakes. Like, you've lost your mid-tier 1, you lost a couple of heroes, and continuously skirmishing into these heroes of Roar, it's super hard. Like Ember, Gyro, Ember with a Vessel Rush, levels on this Disruptor and SD, these are not heroes you want to fight into, at least not like this. They might be looking for a smoke if I look at how Disruptor is positioned in the mid lane. You know, Ember pushes in the wave, you maybe bring him somewhere else. Looks like they're going to collapse on this top lane.
Now they just have to get away from this tower. Tianming hiding in the trees. Vision for the glimpse back. They've caught Fly. Nightmare comes into play. Won't get him out of the static storm, as that's Fly dead. This tier 1 tower will not be able to be held on to by Yakult. Raw continuing to take these kills, take these objectives, and Yakult not getting a whole lot in return.
Yeah, and they're looking bottom. Got to catch onto Zeal with the glimpse.
Yep, straight in the homing missile and the kinetic field. It looks to be likely another one here for Raw. 16-3.
Okay, they're just fully destroying them. I actually like what I see here on Emo. He's looking to go for an Atos. So instead of going Midas, where all you can do is kill creeps, maybe you can go for this Atos and like change the state of the game. Like you can smoke up with someone, maybe to one of the side lanes, get the combo going, and just like try to change the game. Because with how it's going right now, I don't see anything stopping Roar.
That's going to be difficult. Yakult, they need to make sure that when they do look to come together as 5 to try and fight back, that, you know, sort of at a timing where they've actually managed to get kind of some sort of big pickup. As for now, looking very, very tough for them to claw their way back into this game.
Yeah, because all that Yakult can do at this point, like, you're not really strong enough to fight Radiant, so what you want to do is try to, like, split them up, push in the top lane as much as you can, push in the bottom lane as much as you can. Once they go to one side, you try to push out the other. So I think Fly is currently doing a very good job of trying to continuously push in this top side. But Roar also
he was a little low. He's looking a little dead. Well, no turn with the meatball, but he's gone. Another life lost here on Yakult.
Boca smoking himself and Tianming, so they're hoping to get a grab onto Ulu. Let's see if Roar can find a read on this.
Ulu. The open. Sleep. And the grip. Into the Macropie. It's a lot of damage. Disruption comes out. Surely he doesn't live here. Ulu, he will die. But
Dunk
the
one,
cleanup's
dunk
coming
two.
in with the dunks here from
Give it the
JT. He's looking for it. Oh, he's not going to get it, though.
Come
But
on,
he gets
guys.
2 of them. Anyway, here, JT getting the cleanup with the dunks. So even when they are able to make a play and kill one of the big targets, it costs them big time. They lose 3 lives for it.
Oh, yeah. It cost them 3 heroes. At least in the meantime, you have Lively who gets to kind of push in the top lane, continue his farm, and Emo who gets to recover a bit. But you're going to lose your 40-minute Wisdom Shrine. They should kind of know, right, that Flyfly will step in here to get this Wisdom Shrine. As yeah, the kill is it's just very slow. Like a 1600 HP Gyro. The Rocket Barrage alone nearly killed Baboka.
Flyfly. Hiding in the trees.
Double
He's
dunk.
going to try and make this move. But, yeah, the Static Storm's down. We'll be able to get out of it just in time. He's going to try and go aggressive and jump back in over towards Zulu to see if they can finish off the Gyro, which they can. Can they get out, though? Because here's Butterfly Effect turning up with the Remnants. He's going to go for the TP out. Flyfly, he'll make it away. Emo, quick turn with the Tornado, lines up onto the 2 of them, but the slight change catches Emo in the trees. Emo dead once more. Tianming trying to finish off Small Panda, but another Slider Fist comes in from Butterfly Effect. He should be able to deal with the Forged Spirits, make sure that Small Panda can live. So again, killing the Gyro, but it's costing them something every time.
Yeah, they're getting some stuff done, but it's just not enough. Because like you're saying, yeah, you kill one, but you always lose. They always lose more. If they were trading even, of course, that would be fine for them. Because yeah, if you're down 9,000 gold and however much 1,000 XP that they're down at this point, that'd be good for you. But Roar, they're just quick. They're keeping their TPs ready. Yeah, it's pretty much 9k XP and 9k gold disadvantage at 15 minutes. Right? That is, it's very hard to play into.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There we go. Look at the opening. No follow-up, though. JT now to turn towards Baboka instead. They won't get the huge kill, but they will still get a kill. And should be another dunk. JT continuing to build up the stacks.
Honestly, I don't mind Axe being like a meta hero. Just seeing Axe dunk people is so satisfying. It has to be like top 3 best things.
Oh.
And Small Panda. Ooh.
I mean, Flyfly's going to try and go for it, but Small Panda's quick with the instant Static Storm. Just drops it down on top of Flyfly. And with Butterfly Effect by Small Panda's side, that's Flyfly dead.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tanky disruptor. Look at him. He's got the neutral item with the Brawny, so bonus HP. He's got the Pavis, the Magic Wand. Like, that's a 1400 HP on a disruptor. And Emo, some of these Sunstrikes, they've not been landing. You know, we might have to talk about the, the Vortex plus Sunstrike combo. Because more often than not, it's actually been griefing them.
A few misses, as we can see on the stats.
55%. We can up those numbers. We've got Sleep in the game. We've got a Starter Crush in the game. Let's see Clove this time. Looking to protect Ulu. He's had enough of his carry dying.
Small Panda and Butterfly Effects on the way over. TP's coming in. Yakult, they look like they want to fight this. It's a Butterfly Effect. He has got a Shield Rune. See JT try and jump into the side. Not going to get a cool connection onto any of them. Small Panda focused first by Flyfly. They'll kill the Disruptor off. Now turning towards JT with a Cold Snap, but backups coming in from Ulu and Clove. Emo, he's been caught at the front. The Invoker gone. Flyfly trying to use the limited mana he has to find someone in return. Zeal will come in with the crush onto JT, so JT does lose his life, but can Flyfly and Zeal get out of here? The chains catch onto Zeal. Flyfly, he's got the last bit of mana, but the Remnants there from Butterfly Effect ready to chase him out. So once more, even though they get a little bit more than just 1 kill, they get the 2 kills. It cost them now 4 deaths. So again, they just can't find a trade that favors them at all.
They can never trade evenly. That's a Beyond Godlike on Ember. Also, if we could get a replay of that last fight, because I feel like there was a little bit of a sus tornado there by Emo. If I'm not mistaken, they had a sleep on Ember. You can just like watch the Ember here. Your Slaughter is coming to crush, and you're just tornadoing him, and Zeal takes the Nightmare. This Ember should have died, full to 0. There was definitely some not so correct stuff going on there.
Sure, I guess to his defense, maybe he was sort of, you know, it was sort of actually the Slardar slipping up with the timing, and it was, you know, he wanted to remove the shield broom, right? He wanted to dispel it with the tornado before they go on him.
Okay, maybe.
Is that acceptable or no? You're still reporting Evoker.
I still feel like it's kind of a report, because after the tornado, I think you're not stunning him off the tornado.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you can time that. You can time that between.
I feel like it's hard because
I don't know. See, I guess with the mid, I'm blaming the off laner. As the off laner, you're blaming the mid.
Exactly. We just report each other. We move on.
Yeah, well, that's the most likely situation.
Yeah, shake hands, move on.
Yeah.
Man, disseminate on Roche is quite the spell. He loses like 20% HP immediately. Ah, that's a pretty free Roche. My boys in Roar, they're doing it. This could be the first game that they bring under their belt. Oh, the Sunstrike! Oh, that was close.
That was very close.
That was close.
Good attempt there from Emo. But
yeah, after the griefing tornado, he's trying to bring it back. You know.
Tianming is going to be found in the trees, and as you said, to be said for Baboka. Both supports are sort of chilling in the trees. They both get caught.
Yeah, this
30 to 7.
This is scary territory for the Yakult Bros. 14k lead and 19 minutes. Aegis, top net worth Gyro, top net worth Ember. Solar Crest at the ready. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too sure about the Disruptor, you know, early on because I really liked the Tusk from last game, but they've made use of all their heroes to like the best extent possible.
There we go. It's the high ground now. Ready to try and force their advantage.
Nice play there by Clove. The defensive cleanse. I also like the JT as a wolf creep. Super good at this stage, especially for your Gyro.
And they're trying to start the defense. Momentarily pushing them back. I mean, Fly is just making the most of the space that he can get out on the map whilst this push is coming in from Raw.
That's true, there's a Storm in this game. Kind of forgot about that. He's making some space though, and he wants to get this BKB. He can definitely threaten those supports. At least a little bit. We'll make it out. I mean, he has 2 galvanized charges on Storm. This is quite sad. This is a big contrast to the last game where he ended with like 30.
There we go. Off with the smoke. It's a risky smoke.
They know that JT is in the area. They saw him farm towards the left on their observer ward. So they're scanning the gate. Ulu, you're not killing twice.
No.
Looks like they want to go mid instead. There's a very long smoke.
At the same time, Tormentor's going to be taken by Raw.
Hello.
I'll go for Small Panda. I mean, it's taken him a little bit of time to kill him, and he's still alive, Kez. They didn't get him, and now potentially the turnaround, and it's a big one. They lose 2 lives. They couldn't even kill the Disruptor there. I don't, what's going on there, Kez? They didn't have the damage.
They really didn't. That's a 2-man smoke on a support with a Sunstrike, and it still wasn't enough.
Wow. Well,
I like the early itemization. The Cloak, the Solar Crest on the Disruptor. I also like that his teammates, they were tormenting. And they just immediately stopped. They just mass TP to the outpost, get another couple of kills. They're like, we can take the Torm anytime. But these kills, we want them right now.
Tianming keeping the pressure on the bottom lane, clearing it out with the Macropire, but he has been found for this. Butterfly effect. It's going to be able to punish him. Get another kill here on the Ember Spirit. It's now 13-0-10. Brilliant game from him, which of course is great to see after he did have a very rough game 1.
Fly. Oh, the smoke broke.
JT's got him. Catches him with the call. Another dunk for JT.
That is a 20k lead in 22 minutes. Can't say that you see this every day, because this is near unplayable for Yakult. They are trying to get towards their BKB on the Storm, the Agonist Scepter on Emo. for the Cataclysm. Could be a way back in the game. Still very hard, but there are options.
I mean, what would you say, which, you know, when it comes to like the change-ups in their draft, like what has caused this game to just be so different? Is a lot of it just down to how much better of a game Butterfly Effect is having from the mid?
I think that's absolutely one big thing. The other one is too that the top lane went so much better, like with this Axe and SD, which then allowed Clove to leave. So not just was his mid having a better time, he was freed up to go mid and then made his Ember have an even better time, and then they both played into the safe lane. So, you know, this Invoker pick, if the Yakult Bros end up losing, they don't want to go back to that one. Jianming.
Well, he's going to go down here. The dunk comes in. JT, make sure he's ready to grab that one. Talking about the grab, they go for the feature grab on Small Panda. The Cataclysm coming in, but it's just pretty much completely dodged
Yeah, he did.
by everybody. Baboka's gone. Both supports dead. So put the fortification here on Yakult, but Raw, they're not going anywhere. They'll stick around here for the high ground push. This tier 3 is gone. The Rax, a lot of danger. Flyfly's been able to finish off the BKB, but even if he turns up now with the BKB, got a lot of physical damage to cut through him. Emo, they're going to get the catch onto him. Use the remnants of the change, following up with the call, the missile as well. That's Emo out, no buyback. They do lose Small Panda in response, but of course steal his life, trying to go in as deep as he did for it. Flyfly will come in with the BKB to take out Clove. They're getting some of the supports.
Nice
JT
ball.
again with another call, catching both supports. Double kill for JT. As 3 dead on the side of Yakult. There'll be the buyback from Zeal. But this game, 40-9, 25k lead here, 25 minutes in. They are getting absolutely crushed, and yeah, they want to tap out of this one, look to reset and move forward to game 3, because this game 2, they got destroyed, Kez.
Yeah, that's a 25k lead in 25 minutes. This is from start to finish. Like, Roar just doing the right things. And if you're Yakult, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this loss, it can trip you up a little bit, because you know that you're supposed to be better. But if you hold on as the SF, you can actually do okay, because you can fight back with the raises, you have okay attack damage. But to me also, it's a lot about the supports. Like, can, you know, Clove on the Tusk, again, maybe look for some moves? Can he somehow catch Emo off guard? Or, you know, Baboka as well. Like, a Quap Skyref in the early game on this SF, it can be really hard for Butterfly Effect to deal with.
Let's have a look. Both teams trying to hold on here at PGL Wallachia Season 6. They need the win. And both have shown that they've been able to do that in this series. Definitely the game 2, much more of a stomp coming out from Raw. So Yakult Brothers, can they pick themselves back up after that tough experience? They've got a decent lineup to do so. I do like the draft this time around from Yakult. Seems a lot safer, you know, not relying on any sort of this like new tech of the carry Storm Spray, even though it did work out as good as it did in game 1. We definitely saw the weaknesses of it in that second game.
Yeah, and what I like about their drafts is that they don't need to commit all that hard. Like, they have a lot of like long range or heroes that, oh, let's hold that. We've got a big fight coming up.
The Battle Hunger and slow
we just run away.
Ming, but yeah, they could just back off. They're fine.
Let's see bounty runes this time. So far, Yakult came out ahead in both game 1 and 2. This time, we've got an even start.
And when it sort of comes to side lanes, I mean, we see some teams try this, right? I think, obviously, we have Fly do it. Obviously, previous tournaments, right? I think it was what Falcons, they bring it out sometimes.
Yeah.
But it is not a carry that a lot of carries want to be playing. Why is that? Is it just the nature of Weaver? Is this always a hero that kind of sits in a position where some people just don't really play it? Or is the hero just overall on the weaker side?
I do think the hero's kind of strong, but it is more of a... It isn't just, you know, your type of carry that just sits back all game and like farms creeps, because you're not going to win like that. Like, the strength of this hero is actually, he has a good lane, he slows down the enemy often, and like, you want to make some moves. So he's more the hybrid carry, right? So the... I mean, like you're saying too, you have your Flyflies play it, your Skeeters, because they excel at these types of heroes. So, you know, some carry players, they just want to be the big boys, as Emo. He's putting up a lot of pressure already.
Yeah, absolutely. Has to do this here on the first few waves to really bully the SF before the raises come online, and Butterfly's effects able to shove the waves back in. And doing a decent job here with the damage trade, but even against the pressure, Butterfly effect cleaning up these first waves very nicely with the raises. Hasn't missed too much of a CS.
The early bottle timing is very important in this lane, of course.
Yeah.
If Quab somehow gets it with level 2 dagger, she bottles up, blinks on you, level 2 dagger, and you may end up dying. But bottom lane from both sides is very strong on the harassing side. Like, these two supports are just such strong laners with this guy anti-Jakiro.
I'm going aggressive onto Zeal. But, have to be careful. Never underestimate the amount of damage that this Sky is going to be able to throw back your way.
Yeah, the bottom lane, you have a Small Panda who doesn't have his courier. Seemed to have died earlier in the lane, so he's sitting on low HP for quite a while here. Boca doing a good job at zoning them out.
So how does this bottom lane continue? Like, does it get easier for the Abaddon, or does just the build up of damage from the Sky that's going to be thrown his way just become too much?
I'll say it's kind of even for both sides. I don't really give a big edge to either lane, because like Jakiro is a really strong laner and he's always backed up by the Abaddon. I think it's more about if one team can catch the other side off guard. Otherwise, it should be a very, like, you're just trading farm in this lane, I would say, like a 50-50, or very close to.
I'm talking about trading farm. Now that mid lane, Butterfly effect, he's able to continue to do so. So I think he's going to be quite happy with this, right? That he's getting as much as the Quap out of this lane.
Yeah, he's doing very good. I don't know how it's looking on the bottle charges with Emo. I guess he still has some available. But yeah, bottom lane for now as well. It seems like you're cultivating...
Emo! Careful, Dave. Took a couple of raises to the face there.
You scared me. It's like, well, what am I missing?
Yep.
It
was close.
It's definitely a matchup where you do one misstep and you will die out to the other hero. Like some triple raise, or you overplay, suddenly you get ran down by the dagger and the blink.
Top lane. Fly and Tianming in good shape, but not completely shutting down JT. JT still finding a little bit out of this.
I mean, it's definitely one of the strengths of Weaver as well. He's just such a strong laner. And something else you want to be doing with Weaver, simply because you win the lane and you slow down the enemy offlaner, you have access to the gate. Like, you want to play on these, like, collapse things. Like, maybe you're not as hard of a carry as, like, you know, your Morphlings, your Faceless Void, but you offer so many other things that you have to make use of. So I'm definitely just looking at Fly to have a good early game and be very, very aggressive.
We see this move mid, you know, but Boca, he's going to try and set something up onto the SF, but Butterfly Effect's very prepared for this.
Yeah, good positioning
here.
here.
Safe angle, so yeah, but Boca not going to get much done here with his time mid. He's playing it very well so far here. Butterfly Effect on his SF. Despite this attempted pressure from Yakult. We'll see top. Raw. Looking for Tianming here with the two of them, but Fly will get the first blood. See if he can get away, though. Fly taking quite a bit of damage from JT.
He does, and JT gets the wave into a nice position here as well.
He's just going to be able to walk up and get the call. Fly, careful! Oh my goodness, he had to Shikuchi in aggressively there to get a CS so that he doesn't die to the battle hunger. But he took a lot of damage.
Okay, straight reach. Oh, missed on the swarm. Oh, misses a little bit of a Kale.
That was quite the bit there.
Mambo.
Yeah.
Oh my
So the blood grenade connects, but the spells are on cooldown. We have Shikuchi and 12 stick charges.
I don't know if they can kill him.
I think they will chase, actually.
It is just Shikuchi.
Do they have call available? Let's see.
He's got to be careful.
Though.
If he touches,
call is available.
Whoa, he's going to get called. Enough spins. It's there. I mean, as I said, that looked risky there, Kezu. He went for it, and he went for it.
Like
but,
touching him with the Shikuchi the first time, you know, it's like you're playing with fire, but then attacking, you're playing with death at that point.
Oh, don't do that. That's not good. Rough one there for Fly.
At least certainly another very entertaining game. 6-minute
Yep.
rune about to come up here. Who shall get it? Small Panda will give the respect to Emo. But
Well,
butterfly effect.
They're going to
It's
get
a
another kill
50-50.
top. They're going to get the chase down onto Tianming. As Tianming's gone, Fly, he's going to try and find Clove. Should be able to get good
charge.
It's buying him some time, doesn't matter. He's going to get caught, though, in another call, and Butterfly Effect, with this rotation, comes in,
1 second.
lays down the raises, the
Oh,
dunk
the
there,
dunk.
just in time from JT. Fly, even though he had sort of pretty much free farm in this top lane, there's a couple of painful deaths on the Weaver.
Yeah. Guys, this is why you level up your spells with a hotkey. He leveled up the moment the Shikuchi came off. There's Emo also playing with a bit of fire. But yeah, these are huge plays. This is also like, you have the tower pressure now with the siege creep. As a JT, he wants more.
He does. And he's got Clove to back him up for this. Tianming
Oh,
be able to jump over the shards. So he'll be fine.
a little unlucky there on the shards, blocking off JT from the call.
Man, not a bad opening at all from Raw, and I think a bit better than they maybe expected. They've done really well off some of these matchups. Now, Butterfly Effect doing as good as he did, and getting just as much as Emo did out on the Quap in the mid lane, and making that very nice rotation up towards the top to ensure that they could kill off the Weaver a second time in succession.
Yeah, I think Butterfly, he's definitely looked a lot better here in the game 2 and 3 in this series compared to the other games we've seen him. Definitely stepping it up. And also this top lane. If you're Yakult with the Weaver snap, you want to be doing better in that lane. They're the ones losing that one. They are bringing Emo over right now.
Won't get the chance to make the play though. They already back up on Raw, and Emo knows, so won't spend any more time heading up there. Looking for the 8-minute power rune, Emo. See? Oh, they get the opening with the snowball. I mean, Emo's going to take a lot of damage off the back of this. Butterfly Effect was thinking about doing the Requiem. Good shards here. It's going to trap Tianming. Does mean, though, they can't get ready. Oh, they can. They got the Ice Path. Small
Dunk.
Panda comes across. Ice Path there to stop the TP. It's another kill for Raw.
Yeah. Super good. I really like the... Like, if you look at the wards that Roar have on the map, there's like 3 wards in the mid. 2 in the river, 1 on the high ground as well, where the Tusk is hiding it right now. So just, they understand that all the tempo that comes from Yakult's draft, it is from this Emo Quap. So if he doesn't get the runes, if he cannot play into the side lanes, it's just very easy for Roar to kind of hold the map and get farm.
Yeah, even though the numbers are close here, it definitely feels like the moves of Raw are coming out a bit smoother than that we're seeing from Yakult so far.
Yeah, definitely are. And getting the chipped vest on Axe, certainly what you want to have to keep getting more and more gold. He's going to be rushing the Blade Mail in this game. He's not going for the Dominator, so he just wants the Blade Mail blink timing as fast as possible. Likely due to the Weaver matchup. As Tianming will block the camp. He's got a very early snap ult available. Might want to look to go use that one. Got the double gate action.
Yeah, hard to gank the Abaddon though. I mean, Ulu's already away from any sort of potential movement. Killing him through the borrowed time is not too easy at this stage for these heroes. Zulu. Gonna try and go in on towards him. TP backups coming into play. They won't even quite be able to force the borrowed time out of him. Snowball aggressively over towards Zeal. They close in. Now the borrowed time comes out. Zeal will be able to back off. Clove turns towards Fly. Dual Breath comes into play as Shikuchi from Fly allows him to chase down Clove. Kiss is coming in. They'll clean up Ulu. This was the fight that Yakult needed. Double kill for Emo. Can he try and go for more? And they're thinking about it because Fly's coming in from the side. Jump in. They'll catch Small Panda. A very nice fight there as Yakult bring in the numbers and ensure that they do have the firepower to take down the Abaddon and more.
Yeah, even though it looks awkward in the start, maybe it's like not easy to get the apple, but the moment you do, or the moment you force anything, like the damage on Yakult, it's kind of endless if they get the fight going, right? Weaver, Queen of Pain, the snap ult raining in from the back, and JT, it's just not a fight where Axe really does a lot. So good move from Yakult. to kind of force Roar into a fight there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Should be able to finish off this tier 1 tower bottom.
Daze.
Got the amplified damage rune. And yeah, the only one around was Ulu, but he doesn't want a part of this.
He just wants to chill. He's got a Helm of Dominator queued up. I don't know if I love it on the Abaddon. You're already lowest on the net worth. I think you need to rush that Radiance to kind of get yourself back up in the game. I understand maybe the armor is cool against like the Starter Weaver, but I think you kind of want that Radiance.
Now fly. Just of course incredibly slippery this game as the Weaver. As long as he doesn't come in close range to the Axe.
Yep.
They should have a pretty free time slipping about the map.
Which is about the next big thing when it comes to Roar here. Get those stacks going for JT. Enable his Blink Dagger, because that is... it's not that easy for them to play the map right now, but once they get the Blink, it does of course give them new plays on the map.
So towards the mid, 12-minute power in. He's going to try and go for it, but ends up spawning top. Would be the borrowed time forced out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Butterfly effect, he's going to think about going for a Invis Requiem play here with this power in. Can he catch Fly? Oh, he might have a good chance here. Okay, no, the sentry's down. Does catch him just at the edge, so Fly knows that Butterfly effect is looking for him. And he is not going to stick around and get Requiemed.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard catch. Where in the meantime, Yakult are going for a smoke. They're in between mid and bottom. Because, of course, if they run into Ulu, he doesn't have ult, and the two supports, they will absolutely clap him out of this game.
They might indeed find him. Ulu. He's in a fair bit of trouble. He's got one shield, and I'll tell you what, that's actually enough. Okay, never mind. Wasn't in that much trouble at all. He's actually able to just walk away from them.
Well, they definitely have to press some buttons if they want to kill him. But they're just happy to force him away.
Yeah, I guess because they missed the scatter blast, I think, and then I guess they was like, well, that's it. We missed the blast. We don't want to go for the kill.
Yeah, calling it off. I'm definitely shooting my kisses there, but, you know, either way, don't want to, like, overplay, keep their spells. Everyone is still happy and farming. But the one I'm looking at is JT. Top net worth, top level as well. And about to get his Blink Dagger.
Now mid. They're ready to make the jump themselves here with Zeal's Blink. Does he want to go for the dive? They see Small Panda. He's going to go for it. Small Panda getting burst here with the Mystic Flare. They get the kill. They won't quite get the tower, though. They have to start backing away. JT turns up, and Roar will be able to push back Yakult for now.
Wisdom Shrine. Clove wants to hold that one from Fly.
Let's see if he can stand his ground against him. He's going to get him with the snowball. They got the punch up, and the raise is coming in. Fly. My goodness. Uh-oh. He'll get out, but, I mean, only just.
Whoa. That's still very annoying. You have 100 HP. So, it's quite costly. Does have his Desolator, I believe, completed. Ulu again being forced away.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They'll finish off the tower in the mid. Yeah, there's that timing. Blink Dagger on JT. See if they want to get a smoke play going here with the Axe. Yeah, if they can afford to sort of get the jump and catch the Weaver. Fly's still going to die very, very quickly if he gets caught by the call.
They're TPing themselves. They want to make a move onto JT. But there is also a world where JT might dodge this move himself because he has his blink and he could look for his own move.
And he's got backup coming his way as well.
Or he wants to show without the blink for now.
You're going to see them. Markiplier's going to get lined down to sort of block off any backup coming in. They get the jump over towards Clove. Clove should be caught out. Fly's going to go for a Small Panda off to the side. They'll be able to kill off the two supports.
Good grab from Yakult to get those two kills. I mean, if you're Roar, you want to bring Axe in the smoke. I don't think you want to smoke to him. And he showed on this lane ward for a moment.
He's going to make the jump. Gets in on towards Fly. It's close, but Fly gets the time lapse off just in time before the dunk came in. As Fly survives, they turn and punish JT.
Oof, that was, that was a crazy play, but it was also incredibly close to him getting that kill onto Fly there.
Kelly's starting to get a bit of momentum here behind them, Yakult. Emo about to hit level 12. And the level 2 Sonic Wave. They also find themselves the Shield Rune down bottom, so all in all, they're ready to fight. We're going to see again Raw thinking about trying to go for another smoke setup. They don't have JT quite back in the game, though. So...
yeah, not yet. They do need him. He's like their main initiator. I don't...
Emo! He's going to go for this aggressive jump because he had the Shield Rune in already in the bottle, so doesn't really have a lot that he's fearful of.
Yeah, he's very... That's like a 3k HP co-op, so he definitely can play very aggressive. Flyfly's got the Deso Shard timing, so incredibly strong. All he has to kind of watch out for is to not get Axe called.
At this point, you know, for both teams, you know, who is the pressure on to try and get aggressive?
I think for Roar, to be honest, because
yeah.
I would say that they're slowly falling behind on the map. Like, sure, you're gonna get this Radiant soon, but the only playmaker you have is JT. You have Butterfly Effect, who's still quite a bit away from his own blink to even do anything. And Yakult, they're starting to gain map control. Like, with some of these towers down, slippery heroes with the Weaver Co-op, and the Slardar. And if you make a mistake on Roar, I think there's a straight Aegis going into Flyfly's hands.
Bottom. But Ulu, they get the jump. Quickly bursting through the borrowed time. They'll pull back just in case there was going to be reactions coming in from Raw. Ready to swing over towards the mid. Seem to sense the Butterfly Effect is somewhere around. And yeah, Butterfly Effect is not going to stick around any longer than he needs to. TP's out.
I think Yakult are definitely, they're getting the better on the map right now. Even though they're not killing these heroes. Like, they're going there, they're forcing them out. If you look at Ulu's net worth, like, they haven't killed him that much in the last 10 minutes, but they continuously go bottom, they pop his ult, they force him out. He has to run to base, he has to TP to base.
Constantly sweeping this area. Now the smoke play will come out from Raw, and they have to find something with this. As you say, it definitely feels that any sort of hold they have on the game is beginning to slip away. So they need to find a big catch.
Yeah, they're going through the gates. I mean, they don't have the craziest follow-up damage, which means that JT needs a pretty good blink call. You have the Jakiro. His ult is not ready yet.
Oh, they're going to get Flyfly here with the call. Backup's coming in. The lockdown, it's not enough to kill him. Flyfly gets the time-lapse off. And now, Yakult ready to turn and get the kills themselves. They kill off JT and Clove. And they're ready to chase down Small Panda. He's going to try and get through the Twin Gate. But they've got him with the Blink 4 from Zeal. They couldn't quite kill the Weaver again.
Oh, that's a disaster. I don't know if Flyfly was barely out of the range to be chopped, or if the shards blocked him, or if there was also a silence on top of it. But either way, Yakult, I think they were in the right position to barely bail out Flyfly there.
Good stuff here. We'll see it again on the replay. As you say.
Might have been a clutch silence, also from Baboka.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, Ancient Steel down. They really did have nothing else left to throw down on Flyfly. They put everything onto him that they could, considering the sort of disables that were being thrown back at them. And yeah, wasn't enough.
They probably shouldn't be looking to stun the Weaver while he's being Blade Mail called, because then he's not hitting into the Blade Mail.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Also played into that, but yeah. That's now, so 5k lead. They're all respawning. They want the Tormentor timing. Of course, a very crucial one. Let's see if Roar can find a play here. I believe Butterfly Effect, he's got the blink available, or it's flying over to him.
Flyfly.
He's got a cover on clutch here.
And Seal's in with the jump. Straight away, they've eliminated Small Panda. He's going to come in with the buyback immediately. So he's going to get the call onto Flyfly. This time around, they'll get the job done. They kill Flyfly off. The Sonic Waves there, though, onto the three of them. Jump forward from Emo, looking towards JT. JT ticking down low, but the Requiem comes out from Butterfly Effect on towards Emo. This looks to be Raw's fight, as they can run down Tian Ming. Yep. They are able to strike back hard, as this time around Flyfly not surviving, getting caught by the call.
Just good patience. get him called out of the game. You've got Butterfly Effect as well, coming in clutch with his spells. Gets the blink, also the buyback, of course, from Small Panda. Coming in nice, which should give them the Tormentor. I mean, I have seen this before, but something that threw me off a bit.
Oh, they can't get this with the three of them.
Guys,
no,
run.
That's not happening at all. I'll be honest, that wasn't even close.
No.
A little bit of an awkward attempt there from the three of them.
Oh, Tormentor lives, which is nice. Yakult as well. In the meantime, they will use the dieback depth from the Tormentor to go for Roshan.
Okay, and they should get this.
Yeah, and an item we don't see too often, the Meteor Hammer on Baboka. Of course, once you have the Kaya, which is like a pretty nice item on Sky, you can upgrade it. A near forgotten item.
It's just super nice as well with just how much survivability it kind of gives you. I mean, you want to build up the Kaya portion anyway, but yeah, having that sort of boosted mana regen amp and the spell amp on top of your innate, you know, you're hard to kill and you're going to have mana for days. The spam is going to be real in these fights.
And I like that he's queuing up the Phylactery next. Of course, it's just a good item. You can upgrade it into the Kanda as well later to just get that long-range break with your silence, maybe against the Abaddon, to get like a clean kill. It's like as Heal is going for Yules. Very good, of course, against the Blade Mail Call to try and save Fly. He's got an Aegis now, so if you're JT, the game just got a little bit harder, of course, because you want to go on this Weaver, but with the Aegis, you kind of have to do it twice.
Look at the Tormentor done this time round. Sharp for Small Panda. Zeal. And Baboka, they're going to... Ooh, that was easy.
That was
Small Panda
quick.
there, just sort of one tap and he's gone. And the rest of them will escape though. Able to avoid this move. Same time they're down bottom, you've got Tiaming and Fly looking for the sort of a potential kill. Will show themselves the wave though, so Clove's going to be fine. Smoke up now. Raw still trying to find this sort of solid play. Did manage to do it last time, catching out Fly. Let's see if they can catch him out again. They get the opening here with the call, bringing in the burst. They've got him once more. Aegis is going to be here for round 2. Butterfly Effect is ready to try and set up the Requiem, but the cookie comes in from Tianming. Able to put a stop to it, but still the shards and the Requiem will come out at the edge. It's not enough damage though, as they now have to turn and run. Butterfly Effect will fall. They tried to set up for that second attempt onto the Weaver, but very nice moves from Tianming. He was ready to stop that play.
Man, they were so close to coming up with a really cool play there to like snowball at the perfect timing that the Requiem can go off before the cookie stun connects, but just slightly off the mark. Because Fly, he could have just died back to back there. But once that play misses, they just run you all down.
Take the tier 2 bottom. They're ready to look for the tier 2 mid as well.
1,
Zeal's
2,
in with the dive. Small Panda's gone. They can bring Fly over here with the damage on his Deso to take out another tier 2 tower. Starting to really speed things up here, Yakult.
Yeah, and these are big kills because it's around the time, like in the last 5 to 10 minutes, you could still easily kill these heroes. But like now, look at their items, look at their HP pools. Like Quap 2300 HP, Shiva's completed. You've got a Pike on the Weaver. You have 2500 HP on the Slardar. Game definitely becoming harder when it comes, you know, to the SF and the Axe looking to kill these heroes on the dire side.
On top, they did see JT under that vision, and with the scan, they know he's still around.
Yep.
Uh-oh, JT
They see
in
him
a lot of trouble. The hammer comes in. Out for 50 seconds. And JT, very important this game. He's been pretty much the main way that they can have a chance of catching Fly out. So anytime he's off the map, you know, Fly can sort of breathe a sigh of relief as he knows they're not coming for him.
Yep. I mean, JT, he is the most important hero for this Radiant lineup. Mech and Solar Crest as well on Tianming. Just any more buff up to keep your allies alive. Got the shard on the snap as well. Okay, Blink Punch.
That's a setup, but the cookie save's going to be there, and backup's coming in. Jump forward from Emo, sure he's getting tripped up for now, but there's no damage to threaten him. He has the shield rune upon him. Turns with the Sonic Wave, burst down Panda. TP out, not going to be successful from Clove either. Emo getting the cleanup. Yakult doing very nicely here in this game 3. Sure, it's not quite as dominant as Raw was in game 2, but it's getting close to it. You know, 23-8, 25 minutes in, Yakult in full control.
Yeah, and the game is, I mean, it's slowly but surely getting kind of out of control. If you look at the cores, they're all really starting to cruise ahead. Same with the supports. They're both like 2 to 3K ahead of their counterparts.
Let's see what they go for here next on the items. We're going to get what, BKB for Emo. I mean, at that point, he's going to be very, very difficult to kill. I mean, the BKB timing is all around, right? They're going to look towards this triple BKB timing on their cores for Yakult. Yeah. And they're getting very close to that.
And I think they're already like hard to kill at this point. I really like the Yules by Zeal. Like, when you play Axe right now, you don't really love building an early BKB. It's a lot of this like blink Blade Mill into Lotus Orb. So if you blink call with Blade Mill, you're just going to get Yuled up. Also, if I look at the Snapfire, you have a Solar Crest to buff up, you have the Mech to give a burst heal, and your Cookie with the Shard, it also heals. So just more and more tools for Yakult to play into what Roar want to do here.
Yakult. Very much wait until those timings come online. Raw still the team that's under the much greater pressure. Not really able to get too far outside of their own half of the base right now, Raw. They don't really have the information and vision required. The map pretty scary right now.
If you look at Yakult, they're playing a lot more chill. If you look, like 2 people on the top, they're just farming with Kupoka and Zeal. Emo's chilling in the mid lane. They're playing with another 2-man pair in the bottom side. And if Roar want to make any play happen, it all has to be through JT. Maybe later, if Butterfly Effect can get to like, you know, Aghanims plus Hex combo, then they have like a secondary initiate. But that is far, far away.
Cool. We find Paboka in the trees, so they'll be able to catch him. Was trying to get a bit cheeky and head over for the wisdom. He'll get shot down.
It's a pretty big kill. It's about 1,000 gold, and you make sure you defend your wisdom shrine. Yeah, BKB on Emo. Shiva, BKB, Kaya Sanj. Let's see if Ulu can find a way into this game as well. He's been very, very quiet this game, as opposed to the other Gyrocopter games.
Top, they hit the scan, but yeah, that's just going to be a scan that tells them to get right out of this area of the map. Not grouped up and ready to fight back themselves quite yet. See them start to move together with the 4th, and don't have Ulu with them, but he has got a TP if they want to join. So for the most part, they're just waiting to see what sort of move Yakult goes for against them.
They are looking, and it does make sense to take over the top area because Roshan can respawn. I mean, it won't be the top area for too long. Looks like Clove barely got out there with a quick blink.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
There we go. Coming out with the smoke. They're going to try for this here. Down 13k. It's a risky move to make. Can they somehow catch Yakult by surprise? So 1 JT. High ground positioning there, though, favoring Yakult. Looking for the power rune. JT's going to get the call straight away in on towards it, but indeed that BKB press from Emo was immediate, meaning there's no follow-up damage to threaten him, and now Yakult, they can just get back in aggressive against Raw. They'll find JT. JT's gone. But my goodness, yeah, that BKB press, it was immediate.
Yeah, that's an instant. And if you don't do that, you're dead on the spot. Instead, you live and you kill them. So it's just the type of situation where he knows that they're about to jump, and it's the only thing he's focusing on.
Yeah.
Crazy play.
I wonder if we'll be able to sort of get a slow-mo replay of that, because that was a perfect BKB press there from Emo. Now the push coming in, and he's ready to start diving. In fact, jumps in under the tier 4.
Uh-oh, that's a deep snowball.
Yep, I don't know if they're getting out of this one. Small Panda's gone. Clove to fall as well. Yakult, they can get on with this high ground push here onto the tier 3. The tier 3 falls. And Raw running out of ways to get back in on this one. Zeal not quite making the connection there with the crush. And, they will actually back off here. The Meteor Hammer should finish off the job. The last tick, they did that perfectly. That last tick of the Meteor Hammer, damage enough to take the Melee Rex down in the mid.
I love Baboka. Just watching this guy play. He does like something so small that will always put a smile on his face. He's got the Meteor Conda combo. I mean, if you're Ulu, you better be paying attention to this break. The break silence. Someone bail you out, or you need to get a Manta off without being stunned. Because your ult, it will not pop.
See on the replay here again. Watch this BKB. So blink call. It's like the same time. That was pretty much perfect.
Yeah,
just as the taunt was about to take effect, he got it off.
Yeah, he got the Shiva off too. I mean, sure, he sees the Abaddon, but like that's about it. So the Axe blink call in that animation, yeah, that's good stuff. Prime emo right there.
Yeah, making up for his rough game too on the Invoker. This is looking a whole lot better here. 10-1-6 on the Quap.
So he's got the Aegis and the Banner available. And of course try to see how they can get into the high ground later. Something I like if it's a bit hard for you to go high ground but you have Banner, you can always wait for like a double siege wave, like minute 35, and like look for something like that. Maybe you get like a more natural progression. Maybe you kill someone. If not, you know, they can just wait a little bit, play the map, and then go together.
Here we go, time to push top.
They are hugging this ward. They're hoping that Yakult will run into them here.
Yakult's not letting them catch them like this. They're not going to go straight for the walk down the top lane. They know that there's a chance with them all off the map on Raw that they would be setting up for that sort of play.
Yeah, I mean, look at the mid lane. The range Rax is about to be hit by creeps. So Yakult know nobody was in the base. That's a freebie.
These items just continue to fly out. It's going to be pretty much this year. The completed Aghanim's done on Emo for the next team fight. As Raw haven't really made any big steps back into this one. Each moment just slipping further and further behind. Looking to get more and more impossible here unless some massive mistakes come out from Yakult.
Yeah, they need a big fight somehow. And that's Satanic as well on Fly. That's certainly what they were waiting for. Looking for a big smoke into the bottom lane. Killing him once already is hard now with the Satanic, but you've got to do it twice. He's got the Aegis Satanic combo here on this Weaver. Oh Lord, they see this ward, they know they're smoked.
I mean, this, they can probably settle to try and just brute force the bottom lane. See what happens here. 2 minutes left on Fly's Aegis. Raw. Is there anything they can do here? Three. It's gone. They're trying for a bit of a wraparound, as you can see on the side. They get the call on to Emo. But immediately was there. Look at the jump forward, but getting Emo gets the BKB off. They're ready to turn. Burst through Butterfly Effect. SF dead for a minute. No buyback on him. JT to fall. He does at least have the buyback, but Ulu, he'll also fall. Does also have buyback, but it might not matter. It probably doesn't. This bottom set of ranks getting taken away. And they could push for the tier 4s here if they wanted to. There's still a tier 2 top, so no mega creeps on the table quite yet. And indeed, they'll tap out.
They call it.
End of the road here, unfortunately, for Raw. And Yakult coming in here with this game 3. A good punchback after they did get beat down pretty hard in game 2. But closing up this third game, they'll get the victory and get to move on. 2-1 here against Raw.
Yeah, very just solid play.